Alright guys, so today we will be ranking Terraria vanilla bosses from the original game, like how much they can get cheese and how easy it can be, how less complex and is the structure. So, then we have a flow. Cheesy makes it for you, it has a life. It's too easy, way too easy to cheese this. It's either way less complex than the other methods, than the other bosses, or it's just like it instantly vaporizes the boss. That tool can be cheesed in a really complex setup and doesn't need changing. This rank, we won't be prioritizing that because, like, for example, let's take the Alpha, for example. If there is a method, we will rank the method. Even if it's too easy, it qualifies for this rank. It doesn't matter, we will rank from this. Or the King Slime, or these two, for example, or the Queen. And also they can be cheat. There is no way you can cheat this boss. It either dodges too much or it's too fast. And a really complex setup, where the setup is like too difficult to pull off, or even like afraid if the boss is pretty hard mode, it has to be hard mode. For example, yeah, it's pretty hard. Okay, let's start our rankings. First off, we have the King Slime. I don't think the King Slime can be cheesed. Like, there must be methods like with grenades, bombs. Yeah, probably inside housing, but you can just go through it. I may be wrong, but I don't think there's a method to cheese this thing. So, I don't think it can be cheesed. Actually, I don't think it needs cheesing because it's already too easy. Like, yeah, tell me in the comments if you know a method how to cheese these bosses that doesn't need cheesy or can be cheesed. Because I'm not highly good at this game, so yeah. Next up, we got the Eye of Flu. Same thing as the King Slime, I think, because like he's fast, but you go through blocks. I don't know if you can really cheat him. It's not like the Queen Bee, for example, that can be hit for example, can be hit by a zombie, a unicorn, or something like that. I don't think there is a cheesy method for this, so can be cheesed. I went to move in time into here. Rain of wow. You can't bring him to the surface because I think the boss fight will be more difficult. And even like in other biomes it will be difficult too. Not like impossible, like something like in Calamity Boss, the name was Daily. Some people consider it very difficult, but like the name was Daily, but I think it's pretty hard. So yeah, I went to rank him in can be cheesed too. There's not many bosses that can be cheesed in this game. Like, there are some bosses, I don't know. Yeah, you could cheese him with Spike, no, you can't cheese him with like walls. Actually, you can cheese, but like, it's kind of difficult to pull off since you had to bring him to like go to the spiky walls or something, yeah. Now the Eater of Words, like, I think it's barely needs effort, like, not hard but not easy, because like, no, barely needs effort, because like, you can cheat him with the slimy saddle that the slime and the King Slime drops. You can just build a box, like a tall box to be jumpy around, and then just kill him. You can also use spike balls to make it easier. So yeah, he can be cheesed with, yeah, it's pretty easy actually. I used the cheating method for him. It's pretty easy. Next up, the Queen Bee. Well, the Queen Bee, yeah, it's pretty, like, it's kinda, yeah, I think it's difficult. I think it's kinda difficult, like, no, it's complex. I've said, not difficult, it's complex. Because like, you gotta go find the statues, lever, wires. I think you can only cheese or Skeletron when you find the engineer. No, not. Yeah, no, don't need it, but it's very hard to fight the statues that summon the things to damage her. This is the only boss who can be damaged from other enemies. like zombies, lives, but they are not enough. You need like strong and hard enemies. For example, the what's his name again? The unicorn. But it's hard move. After the wolf flesh soul, yeah. Next up, the skeleton. African time. Cheetah. Can maybe chase him. Can I think I new plan before I think with my rabbit buddies, but I think it's passional. You get splash. So you gotta spiky balls again. Like spiky balls is a really efficient shooting method. So yeah, I think it's a complex setup again. Next up, the wall flash. Man, I don't not hard but not easy. Yeah, it's once you get it done, like the that set that corridor that you make to make his eyes and they just get into like a single tile or something that you can damage like triple your damage, and also you can also use threats and spiky balls to do even more damage. But like it takes a long while to build that, and you also some people say you through a rail tracks are required to do this. So yeah. Now with two twins, I'll get them the sea hike. Now spiky balls again. I think spasmatism is kinda easier since he has in his first form. It's kinda easier since he accompanies you and you can redirect him to explosives, something like that. So I think it's Warflash too. But the other guy, I forgot his name. I think it's difficult. Yeah, kind of difficult. Or it can be cheese. I don't think he can be cheese. Next, the Destroyer. Yeah. Cheesing makes it free, bro. Like, yeah, I think I went to that either of worlds in the same way. Like, when he spawns in, that's the close of his segments, and we can just bomb it, you know. Like, place four tiles, 2 chests to make the structure invincible, or make a real line with the chests, and then just absolutely bombard it, bro, with dynamite. And he's done, bro. He's dead in seconds. Like, even if there's some health of him is left, you can just finish him off because it's already pretty easy. The fight isn't that difficult. I mean, yeah. Now, Skeleton Prime. Yeah, I think he can be really complex setup. It's more of a complex setup than Skeleton. No, Skeleton. And definitely higher than Queen Bee. But yeah, I think they are. Yeah, Skeleton Prime is basically Skeleton, but harder to cheese, you know? Very hard. No, I think it has the opposite. Since down is harder, but yeah. Fish Rod. Now, Fish Rod, you can use the teleporters to cheese him, like, to have one dash is pretty easily. It's kind of difficult to pull off, so difficult. You still have to fight him, but without the dashes, basically. You still have to dodge the sharks. You gotta get the timing of the teleporter, too. Now, Plant Terra. There's that elevator thing that you can do, that you can just fall off of. When Plant Terra, you can just follow you in the underworld. And if the tunnel ends, you can just use a gravitation potion. Yes, it takes some damage, but you can just recover with healing potions. It's like 200 damage, half your flat health. Not even that, I think. So yeah, it's to build the thing. I don't think it's really difficult because you can just throw a bunch of dynamite. But yeah, not hard, but not easy. Probably easier. There's automatism. Well, yeah. Now, Golem. You can just like, I think you can trap his hands. I don't know. But you can cheat him pretty easily, I think. I don't have any words, but very needs effort, in my opinion. Next, Lunatic Cultist. Nope, you can't cheese this guy. He's way too fast for you to cheese. You just can't cheese this guy. He dodges too fast, he teleports. Nope, I don't think so. And also you have the clones and other enemies, so you gotta deal with them too. I think you can just like cap the spawn limits so he doesn't spawn the other guys, but it's kind of difficult to fight. Moonward. Yeah, too easy to choose. Not 3, but too easy. Because like if you have a bunch of platinum, like 10 platinum coins or something, you can just use auto class and just cheese him by healing with the doctor. No, like the doctor. So, like you can stay inside the doctor's house or inside another box, and then just fight all his species with weapons that can pierce through blocks. And then when you're at low, like 1/4 of your health, you can just heal with auto calls and the doctor. So yeah, it makes it easy. And these two are mini bosses. This is from the old one's army, I think the goblin. And I don't think this guy is pretty hard to cheese, bro. Like, it's not hard, but not easy. You can just spam a bunch of stuff. Like, he doesn't need cheating, it's already too easy. Same thing. I think it's same thing with the ice golem. It's pretty chill to fight him. So, yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. This is my second ranking. You should definitely check out my other videos too. My other rankings, and I'll also make rankings in the future. Bye!
Terraria Dude Production.